Have you ever really listened to the sounds of a city? I mean, not just the traffic, but the rhythm of it all. Today, we're going to dive into a short but wow, incredibly powerful poem that uses the simple ticking of clocks to talk about something way, way bigger: society itself. We are unpacking time and time again by the brilliant A.K. Ramanujan. So, this is the man behind the masterpiece, A.K. Ramanujan. He was a true giant of Indian literature, and his work had this amazing way of connecting ancient traditions with our modern world. To really get this poem, you first have to get a sense of the incredible mind that created it. I mean, just look at this range. The man wasn't just a poet. He was a linguist, a translator of ancient texts, a professor, a scholar, an anthropologist. He was fascinated by how cultures work, and all of that deep knowledge, he poured it straight into his poetry, which is why it has so many fascinating layers. So, here's our game plan for today. First, we'll touch a bit more on the poet himself. Then, we'll listen in on his city of clocks and explore why they all disagree. After that, we'll see what happens when the music suddenly stops. And finally, we'll tie it all together to figure out the poem's big message. Ready? Okay, first things first. Let's set the stage. With a thinker as deep as Ramanujan, you have to remember that his work is really a reflection of a whole lifetime spent observing and thinking about the world. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? A complex distillation. It's like he took a lifetime of thinking about culture, about history, about how we all manage to live together, and boiled it down into its purest, most potent form. This poem is that essence. All right, let's jump into the poem itself. It kicks off with this incredibly vivid image, something you can almost hear. And this becomes the central idea, the core metaphor for the whole thing. Just try to imagine that for a second. Close your eyes, don't hear one single perfect chime. Instead, you hear this chorus of gongs. Each one has its own unique rhythm, its own voice, and they're all just a little bit out of sync. That beautiful, messy music, that is the city Ramanujan is showing us. The poem conjures up this idea of a clock that isn't some cold, perfect machine. No, it's alive, it's organic, maybe even a little wild. It's got wings. This idea of a timekeeper that is beautifully imperfect is absolutely key to understanding the whole poem. So, the big question is, why? Why are they all slightly off? Why can't they just tell the same time? Well, Ramanujan gives us these 4 amazing, deeply human reasons for the beautiful chaos, and it starts with the very metal they're made of. First up, it's about the physical stuff, the materials. No 2 bells could ever be exactly the same. Tiny little variations in the metal mix, the accidents of alloy, give each one a slightly different voice. Some are deep, some are bright. It's imperfection right down to the molecular level. And then, of course, you have the human touch, that tiny, almost invisible tremor in a craftsman's hand, maybe centuries ago, thousands of miles away in Switzerland. That little bit of human imperfection is literally built into the clockwork of the city, a constant reminder that everything we build is touched by our own humanity. And you know there's going to be some ego involved, right? Someone wealthy, a donor, decides on a whim where to put up a clock tower. It's not about perfect city planning. It's about personal choice, about making a mark. These decisions create the unique spacing and soundscape of the city. Now we get to the deepest layer. The clock's timing is also shaped by the city's cultural soul. Centuries of history, of different faiths and communities living side by side, sometimes in conflict, sometimes in alliance. Their chimes are basically echoing history itself. So we've got this beautiful, messy symphony of time. It's not perfect, but it's alive. It's real. And then, just like that, the poem makes a sharp, dramatic turn into silence. This is the question that changes everything in the poem. After building up this incredible soundscape of a living, breathing city, Ramanujan just yanks it away and makes us face the silence. What does it mean when one of those voices is gone? Wow. What a powerful, brutal image. The clock tower isn't just broken, it's eyeless. Its face is smashed out. It's not telling time anymore. It's just a hole, a wound in the skyline where you can see nothing but empty sky. The symphony is officially broken. So why did it go silent? Ramanujan gives us 3 possibilities. The first two are tragically human, a riot, or the terrible irony of a bomb going off at a peace march. But that third one, that one is something else entirely. A precise act of nature. It's such a specific and curious phrase, isn't it? What exactly does he mean by precise? Because it's probably not what you're thinking. See, here's the key. Precise in this sense doesn't mean accurate, like nature was taking aim. It means the act itself, like a bolt of lightning, was singular, it was powerful, it was decisive. It's a force that is completely indifferent to human affairs. It doesn't take sides, it just happens. Okay, let's put it all together. We have a city full of clocks that don't agree. Then, a sudden, shocking silence caused by either human violence or an impartial act of nature. So, what is Ramanujan really trying to tell us here? This is the heart of it all. The poem was never really about clocks. It's about us. Each clock tower is like a different community, a different culture, a different history, all coexisting in one place. Each one ticking to its own rhythm, telling its own time, based on its own unique story. And that beautiful, messy sound the city makes, that's harmony. It's an accidental harmony that works because of all the differences, not in spite of them. But, and this is the poem's big warning, that harmony is so fragile. It can be shattered in an instant, either by our own conflicts from within or by some massive force from the outside that we have absolutely no control over. And that's the thought I want to leave you with. Think about your own town, your own community. What are the different clock towers there? The different voices, the different cultures, the different rhythms that make up its unique sound? And really think about it. What would be lost? What would that silence feel like if one day one of them was just gone?